Alright, I literally just finished up filming another video and was about to post it, but Jaren Jackson just got moved. It was Jaren Jackson, Vince Williams Jr., John Concar, and Jack Landale for Hendricks, Slow Mo, Taylor Hendricks, Kyle Anderson, Walter Clayton Jr., maybe someone else, and 3 first-round picks. It was literally right as I had to shoot the other video. I'll upload it probably after this one. We're gonna get this one up early. But initial reactions: Jaren Jackson Jr. is on the Jazz. They go ahead Grizzlies today and ship off Triple J. Look at how the trade market's been this year. I think that's a really good sell high. There's no guarantee Utah is gonna be good. It's not like your trade. I don't think there's a chance. Not chance. I don't think it's a guarantee Utah will be like amazing. And if you're the Grizzlies, that's a really good sell high. I think. Considering we watched Trae Young get traded for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert, I think you walk away completely happy with that haul. But I think it confirms the Grizzlies are blowing it up. Getting a little bit more detail, I think that means Jaw is gone. I still don't think Jaw will go for that much, but Jaw's pretty much out the door now. I like the Grizzlies got a good young, so if you threw a star in there, they'd be solid. Maybe not a playoff team, but they're definitely a couple a 1 and a 2 away. We'll see what happens with Coward, but the rest of that team is full of good role players. Going from dudes like Spencer. Well, now you don't have Vince Williams, but Aldama. Coward. We'll see what happens there. Brent Clark's still on that too. Sorry, you already have Eddie too. You have a big I guess your big rotation gets a little weaker, but then you're adding in dudes like Walter Clayton and Slow Mo won't play, but you can try to develop Taylor Hendricks into something. Taylor Hendricks is still only 21, 22 years old. Hasn't really played a lot of meaningful minutes yet. I saw him play his first few weeks ago. He didn't look that great, but most importantly is the picks. I think if you're the Grizzlies, you moved on at a good time too. Doesn't seem like a move Utah really makes, but I guess they do make those kind of moves. If you're Utah's, it's something like Nurkic and Walker Kessler, who's out for the year, but he'll be back next season. So you got those two at the big. Something like, I guess you'd start Kessler, Jackson, Lowry, Ace, Keontae? Which sounds like a pretty solid team, if you ask me. Especially if Walker Kessler develops a little bit more. He was solid to start the year. That's probably a competing team in the West for a playoff spot. Especially if Keontae keeps developing into a young star, like he is. And Lowry's still on number 1. Ace develops. I think this hurts my Lowry stock in Dynasty, so I'm kind of upset about that. The trade deadline's heating up. The NBA trade deadline never disappoints. Last year was Luka. At least we're gonna do Jackson traded, probably Harden, maybe even if Giannis gets traded this deadline, this would be the craziest deadline. Let me know what you think down below. Jazz rocks up. So they got those 5 we stated, and then they got something they did have an abundance of guards, so I understand why they moved Walter Clayton. But I'm just blinking on his name, Isaiah Collier. It's not Sensabaugh, is it? No. Yeah, it is Brand Sensabaugh. Just blinking on his name for a while. Then you'll have either Dirk or Walker Kessler. So that's 3 solid bench players. Who else have I watched this year? I watched a couple Jazz games. I was blanking on all their names now, especially since the trade happened. Flip. They got Flip out there too. That's hopefully another. He had a weird start to his career. Hopefully it doesn't bite him too hard. But they'll have Flip as well. So they'll have a solid team. I was kind of hoping to see the Jazz try to go for Debonza more than anything. Really hoping he was Jazz, but it looks less likely now that he'll be playing in Utah. Pretty solid rebuild from Ainge so far, I think. I think Ainge building a good team out in Utah. They're well coached, and Utah might be a threat. We'll see. But this was an initial trade reaction. Grizzlies fans, let me know what you think. Utah fans, let me know what you think. Did you give up too much for Jaren Jackson? We don't know what these 3 firsts are exactly either. I guess I forgot to think about that. The full details haven't come out, but I think the Grizzlies get a lot more leverage and they get to retry different stars, recycle different stars. But I think they'll go for homegrown. Usually, Grizzly stars are homegrown, almost always. So we'll see what the Grizzlies draft. They usually do draft stars too. Like Grizzlies usually alright at drafting. Usually pretty solid drafting. So might take a few years. Grizzlies will be back. Sorry, Grizzly fans. I think it's better than where you guys are right now. Yeah. We'll keep updating on what Ja does. I'm sure there'll probably be a little video about Ja. Not too much to say. Otherwise, thank you for watching and making it this far. Leave a comment what you think about the Jaren Jackson to the Jazz. And if you're the Grizzlies, where do you go from here? Have a good one.